Hi. As I said, you must be particularly pleased with the showing of the party in the local elections. It looks like you're set to get a fair few gains in seats.
Absolutely, Thomas. I mean, we've had a very good election in terms of local authorities, not just in Cavan, but right across the country. And it looks like we are set to take 3 seats in each of the electoral areas, 50% of the vote. I don't think anybody could complain with that as a result.
And the European elections in this region haven't been quite the success that you got in the locals.
No, it has been a difficult day for us as a party, particularly for the candidates, both Brendan Smith and Anne Rabbitte. It's a very challenging type of election, of course, and as we know, it's completely different to a general election, to a local election. It is one of those things, it's a mammoth task. You have 13 counties in your constituency. You're going from Donegal down to Kildare, from the east coast to the west coast, and you're not knocking on doors, so that makes it a little bit more difficult to actually engage with people and to, I suppose, get your point across, to get your message out there. So that has obviously been difficult for our candidates. And also, what I would say is, I suppose, we weren't maybe as quick off the mark to get our convention over in Dublin too, so perhaps you could also argue that our candidates didn't have long enough in the field, and that has obviously posed as a difficulty for us in this particular constituency. On a positive note, we do look to set to gain seats both in Dublin with Barry Andrews and obviously in the south with Billy Kelleher in pole position, and you never know, we might get that other seat with that last seat from Malcolm Byrne as well.
Now, one of the big talking points locally was the achievement of Sarah, a former party colleague. Did that come as a surprise to you?
No, not really. Sarah's been doing her work on the ground, and as we all know, whether you're Fianna Fáil, Aon Cúil, Sinn Féin or Fine Gael, you reap the rewards if you do the work, and that's exactly what's happened, We have seen that we have 5 candidates in the Bailiff area, 5 Fianna Fáil candidates, which was more competitive. It made it more competitive than the Ballygym-Stuff area, than the Cavan area. 5 candidates vowing for 6 seats. So it made it highly competitive for them. I suppose it resulted in their vote being slightly lower than it would if we had just 3 candidates. As you can see, that has been the result where our candidates have polled extremely well and on a very high poll on the first vote, both in Ballygym-Stuff and Cavan. So in the Cavan area, just important, or in the Bailiff area, just important to remember the candidates who have not been successful today and who worked trojanly hard in this campaign and this election as well. We have to think of that today. As you can see here, it is very tense in the room where candidates are being eliminated and votes being distributed. But on a positive note, it's been a great day for a lot of candidates too.
And a lot of speculation is going around the Count Centre about what this means for Aon Cúil's national ambitions, and would Sarah be a property when it comes to a general election time?
Well, Aon Cúil, which is really Sinn Féin, Paddy Tobin was with Sinn Féin for the last 20 years. He's a lonely, I suppose, TD in Leinster House on his own himself at the moment, and that makes it very difficult to have any real input or real, I suppose, influence on policy or direction in terms of where policy might be going, or in opposition, even in opposition or in government. So, I mean, he has said no more than Lucinda Creighton said that he would like to run candidates in next general election. So I've no doubt he'll have candidates running in every constituency right across the country.
But particularly in Cavan, one would imagine, like, because of the location is there, that it will have an influence on the Fianna Fáil vote.
Well, I would say to you, see there was 11,000 people voted today, okay? And Fianna Fáil have taken almost 50% of that vote combined. Our candidates have gathered up almost 5,000 votes, which is 50%. So I'd say we've had a really good day in the Bailiff electoral area. The Fianna Fáil vote has really held up, and people do. We reap the rewards from the hard work. I have an office in Bailiff, Ballygym-Stuff, Castleblaney. Our candidates, Clifford Kelly being a councillor, has delivered a school in Kingscourt, and that's what people really want regardless of party. And I think that's what you'll see in the local election, you'll see it in the general election. As we said, unfortunately it doesn't seem to be our day in the European election, and as I said, it's a different campaign. It's not just on track record, unfortunately, it's more issue based, I suppose, as we've seen with the Green Wave coming across the constituency as well.
Okay, Niamh, thanks very much.
You're very welcome, Thomas.
Again, thanks a million for that. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I hate going back and
It's okay, guys.
Huh? Better bring me lunch with me.
I'm consistent of the distribution 46. 1446. Phillips, Grania, Aylesbury, 34. 842, 842. Non-transferable 36. There is an undistributed surplus as follows. TP Riding 24 votes. Distributed